Hello, South by Southwest. Welcome to my living room here in Houston, Texas. My name is Patty Faduli, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of the backstory and inspiration behind my topic, how to get out of a rut, reinvent yourself, and lose 4,000 pounds. So, I left a very lucrative opportunity in high tech to pursue the career of my dreams. I didn't know what that was, but I knew I was going to find it. And I actually ended up in fashion, which I have to say, on the list of top 3 amazing opportunities in life, for me, fashion was definitely one of them. So with that job in hand, I also had a townhome that I had been working on renovating and making perfect for me. And I had a million friends. And I really felt like the only things left for me to accomplish in life were to get super fit and trim and find a husband. And the finding a husband part I could do a whole other South by topic on, but in any event, I had this simple checklist that I was meaning to accomplish. And I had no idea how wrong I was and how much more in life I needed to do than that simple checklist until I moved away for another opportunity with a fashion company. I'm relocated to a town called Sandpoint in Idaho, a town of about 6,000 people, gorgeous vacation town. And that's when the aha moment started. And the first aha moment started when my stuff arrived from Houston. Now, I'll tell you that I knew I had a lot of stuff. I knew I had too much stuff. But no one had ever associated a number with how much stuff I had. And that's what the mover kindly did for me when he informed me that I had 6,000 pounds of stuff. And I'm not talking about 6,000 pounds of a bed or a couch or bookcases. This was 6,000 pounds of clothes, shoes, accessories, and a handful of books. So I have to say that was a huge eye-opener, and my first thought was, how did I collect 6 Toyota Corollas worth of stuff? 6 elephants, 6 rhinoceroses, is it rhinoceri? I'm not sure, but in any event, I was like, oh my God, how did I do that? What did I do to myself? What have I been doing with my time, my energy, my money? And why? Why was I accumulating so much stuff and then also not letting go of stuff? These were big questions I had to answer for myself. And the other thought that I had is, my poor mom. What's going to happen if, God forbid, something happens to me? I mean, what small country of small people, I'm under 5 feet tall, is going to really want 6,000 pounds worth of 5-inch heels and tank tops? So I had a lot of work to do. And so what I ended up doing is taking that experience, which was the start, right? It ended up being a three-year journey for me. But I created this 3-step methodology to kind of help me get back on track, as well as to help other people. And it starts with evaluating. What are those things that you said that you thought you wanted out of life? And what are you actually doing with your time, your energy, and your money? And do they line up or not? Then the second step is to say, okay, really, truly, what do I want to be when I grow up? And what do I really want out of my life? And that really goes beyond the checklist. That actually goes into digging in deep into your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. You really need all 4 of those areas to be engaged for you to develop a really grounded plan for yourself. And then what I did was I had to break down what were the things that were holding me back. And stuff was definitely something that was holding me back. I spent a lot of time on stuff management. And I had to basically figure out, I had to fix that problem, but I had to figure out, once I had my goals in life that I had determined, I had to figure out what was urgent, and that's stuff that's tactical. It's like paying the bills and making sure that you have groceries. Those are the things that you just have to do to keep the ship running. But then I had to determine what was important. If I had certain goals laid out, what are the skills I need to develop? What are the personal things that I need to work on in order to really accomplish those bigger strategic goals in my life? And then I had to figure out what I needed to eliminate. obviously for me, stuff was something I needed to eliminate. I did end up eliminating 4,000 pounds, and actually more than 4,000 pounds, but 4,000 pounds before I ended up leaving Idaho. So you also have to figure out if there's a mindset, if there's emotional baggage. Are you holding on to a relationship you don't need to be holding on to, and is that holding you back? But you have to eliminate things. And another important reason to eliminate things, sometimes you're not even eliminating bad things. You have X amount of time, and you really have to figure out what you're willing to let go of, whether it's good or bad, in order to make the room and the time to develop the skills that are going to get you to where you really want to go in life. And I'm a firm believer, and I can say this from personal experience, but it's just flat out logical. If your heart is holding on to things it doesn't need to hold on to, if your closet is way too full, if your social calendar is booked out to the max, if your mindset is stuck in a certain pattern, you have no room to manifest a new opportunity. You have no room to accept new opportunities. You have to really be willing to let go in order to bring new things into your life. And ultimately, what I really want to help people do, and what I wanted for me, but I want this for everyone else too, it's to be 95 years old and to look back and say, I nailed it. I did what I was put here to do. I thoroughly enjoyed my life, and I did some good things. And whatever that is, for everybody it's different. But I really want to help people reach that goal of nailing it and living a life that's intentional and deliberate and maximizing the gifts that you've been given. So I really want to thank you, South by. I'm actually going to be on Great Day Houston, which is a morning show on Channel 11 KHOU here in Houston on September 28th at 9 a.m. I'm going to post the link to the panel picker page, as well as to a website that I'm working on developing called niftylane.com. That should be launched by the time the show airs as well. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great day, South by Southwest. Bye-bye.